I wrote into the Dr. Phil show. Felt like I was at the end of my rope. I had no one in my life. I felt like I couldn't take it.
I get asked about this a lot, and I'm talking about narcissism.
I've heard Dr. Phil's Fill in the Blanks podcast on narcissism. It made me realize I couldn't be a narcissist. When someone says something that hurts my feelings, I tend to lash out and say stuff that might hurt their feelings. I can be selfish. Part of being a narcissist is never being satisfied. Enough is never enough. When it comes to food, when it came to alcohol, when it came to drugs, I have no doubt I caused the downfall of my marriage. I cheated on my wife. When I get angry or my ego's hurt, I do have a tendency to lash out. Tongue is a sword. I know how to use it. I would yell, curse, scream. At times I would exhibit these behaviors with my daughter. Sometimes I would come home and break things. My anger issues have caused relationships with people, relationships with women to end. I don't have a good relationship with my daughters. It's been more strained. People I grew up with, they no longer want to talk to me. I do feel like an outcast. I'm alone. I live at home by myself in the house. I raised my kids and my wife for 18 years. I caused all the damage in my life. I tell myself I'm a piece of... I'm scared of Dr. Phil's reaction to what I've done, but I need someone to be brutally honest. Thanks for coming.
Well, this is going to be the first time in over 2 years that Bill and his brother Tom have a serious conversation about what's going on because you guys had a major falling out. Yeah. You just said to Tom, thank you for coming. Are you surprised that he's willing to be here?
Yes, I was surprised and I am grateful and thankful.
Did you run a red light with him?
Yes.
Were you wrong?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. Have you made amends? Have you apologized sincerely to him? I mean, have you looked him in the eye and said, that was a cheap shot, you didn't deserve that, I was dead wrong, and I apologize?
I did come up to him the one day at the house and said, I owe you amends, and said I was wrong for what I did. It was ill-advised, and it was horrible. It was horrible.
Do you believe he gets it?
I don't think so. I mean, my daughter is the most important thing in my life. To do that, in front of my daughter is just, that's unforgivable.
So why do you think you're this way? You said to us in describing this and what you've written and what you've said to us in interviews that you've alienated everybody in your life. Your daughter, your brother, you said horrible things to and about your parents, to your ex-wife, girlfriends, that you just tend to burn bridges and alienate things with people.
I think I have an impulse control problem and anger issues. I have self-esteem issues, and I think that comes out in anger.
What are you angry about?
I mean, there's things that happened to me as a child, and I know that's in the past, but I think that sometimes defines your life and how you feel about yourself.
You said as a young boy, you were molested when you were 7. You were violated. 10, 11 years old, your parents split up, which is traumatic for any child, of course. At 15, you started on your own using alcohol and marijuana.
It was actually probably younger than that, 13.
It was 40 when you shot the gun off in the yard and really upset your daughter.
Yeah, yeah, it was traumatic.
You were 40, 45 when you left your family for the girlfriend.
Yeah.
You stopped drinking at 48. Are you still sober?
I have not drank in 2.5 years. I smoked marijuana a handful of times over the 2.5 years. It's been months, 6 months since I smoked.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.